it.
me.
And then stay out of each other's way. Don't panic.
Wood orcs and redguards.
Velen Harbor's under attack, and the townfolk are fleeing to Greenshade. I don't know what the lieutenant's thinking, but we've got to get everyone out of here.
Velen Harbor's my home. I don't want to leave.
I don't want to leave Velen Harbor, but it's too dangerous to stay.
There's trouble afoot.
Hello?
My woes seem infinite.
Milksop, come to Velen Harbor looking for a good bruising? I know just the place, but I can't remember the name. Perhaps if my mug weren't empty, my memory would improve. Fill my mug, please. What a wonderful idea. Yes, Khajiit would love a drink. Ah, fuel for Khajiit. Makes retirement almost bearable. Yes, about that. It's not so much a bruising as it is a storm. The storm of the age, if rumors are true. It surrounds an ancient and massive ruin off the coast of Malabal Tor, on Tempest Island. No ship that approaches has returned. Yes. Why are you staring like that? Tempest Island is known for bad weather, but nothing like this. They're saying it's the Sea Elves' magic at work. There are even whispers of an invasion of Malabal Tor. Sounds to me like you should make a trip.
Who are you? Another Undaunted? A word of warning. Stay away from Direfrost Keep. I left it days ago, and the cold still burns. It's a fortress of ice and stone where the dead walk. It looms in the mountains of Eastmarch, been deserted for years. We thought we could claim the property. I entered with 15 men, and was the only one who returned. I'm telling you, I know that curious look in your eye. You'll find nothing there but death, and a cold that cuts like a knife.
Ah, a fellow Undaunted. My name is Arona Kneecapper. It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you find the adventure well in these parts. By shattering knees, not as many as people say, about a dozen of them, a dozen pairs. I'm forgetting about that brawl in Shadowfen. Maybe 20 pairs. I don't set out to do it. It's just, when a battle begins, I naturally gravitate towards the knees. The unwitting present them as easy targets. A wonderful gift in a fight. Alec here. What? Ah, yes, sorry. Must be the drink. Lots of creatures to fight in Alec here, as well as the ancient Dwemer city of Volenfell. Was buried in sand, recently discovered. Knowing the Dwemer, probably demented metal traps, and lethal constructs with purpose only to protect Dwemer treasures. A good time for an Undaunted.
Milksop!
pleasant lamentations.
What happened to the Fists of Talmor? Are they doing anything?
What will become of me?
They landed so fast. The Red Guard were on the docks before anyone knew what was happening. I came here to see Sylvanar and the Green Lady, not Red Guard.
Please.
You're heading the wrong way, aren't you? Everyone's fleeing Velen Harbor but a few diehards. Wait, you don't look like the running type. Perhaps you can help us defend the city. I'm as in charge of this madhouse as anyone, but I have no time for diplomats. Hold a moment. You're no cringing diplomat. I really don't care who you are as long as you can help defend Velen Harbor. A Red Guard force made landfall and assaulted Velen Harbor. They must have made a deal with the Drublog clan of Wood Orcs, as they attacked from the hills at the same time. Captain Calaralda was at the docks. She's either dead or cut off. That leaves me in charge. Civilians are trapped in the trade hall and Mage's Guild by the Drublog. Rescue them. The sergeant can arm them and organize a counterattack under the Fists of Talmor banner. Tell them to get to the Fighters Guild barracks. We'll meet them there. The Drublog overran the marketplace, but a few townsfolk took refuge in the Mage's Guild and the trade hall. Concentrate your search in those buildings. Clear the way and send them to us at the barracks. We'll regroup. The Queen sent us to escort the Green Lady to the city of Sylvanar, but the Red Guard and Drublog clan got here first. The captain knows more than I do, though. I hope she's still alive. Captain Calaralda was at the docks to meet the dignitaries. The Red Guard arrived instead. She probably went down fighting. If she's alive, though, we'll rescue her. The Queen sent us to escort the Green Lady to the city of Sylvanar, but the Red Guard and Drublog clan got here first. The captain knows more than I do, though. I hope she's still alive. I think it's worth a try. The Queen's counting on us, and with the captain dead or missing, her duty falls to me. I won't abandon Velen Harbor without a fight, and I don't think its people will either.
If you get the civilians to the Fighters Guild, I'll give them weapons and a little training. It'll be along the lines of pointy end goes that way, but that's better than if they just run around panicked. Damned if I know. We heard the screams and saw flames in the residential district. Then I saw the Drublog Wood Orcs and heard the clang of their steel. The lieutenant almost ran across the bridge before I could stop him. He'd have run right into the Drublog's hands to save the captain, but I saw we had no chance. I don't know how the invaders entered town without an alarm, but I won't let the lieutenant die for it. Not my call, but if it keeps the lieutenant from launching a two-prong assault with only one prong, I'll do my best to get them ready. Maybe we'll...
Stay out of each other's. The lieutenant's trying to rally the civilians, but I just want them to get to safety. ancestors protect me.
To die! We're all going to die! Alone? I can't fight them by myself. I saw what they did to the others. Haven't you seen the bodies? If I hide here, maybe they'll take what they want and leave. Really? The Talmor is still here? I heard their captain ran away or was killed. Maybe we've got a chance with them on our side. Belen Harbor's my home. I'll fight for it.
I can't believe it. I'm going to lose. Fight? I don't even know how to hold a weapon. What can I do? The Fists of Talmor? I thought they abandoned Belen Harbor. If they're still here, maybe there's a chance. All right, I'll help.
Bendar's fingers, what now?
Hurry now.
The invaders crossed the bridge. They've taken over the entire town. The Fists of Talmor. I thought they ran off. But how can they take back... Well, they've got me.
drublog. If I had a weapon, I'd slit a few of their throats before they got me. The Fists of Talmor are still alive, and they've got weapons. Good. I'd rather smash skulls with a mace, not my bare hands. Can't wait to give those drublog what's coming.
Hello there.
Let's show the drublog whose town this is.
The drublog will pay for this. Harbor!
Nice work. I'll train our volunteers as quick as I can. Lieutenant Aaron wouldn't wait for us. He took a few of the more hot-tempered civilians and headed across the bridge. He thinks the captain is still alive. No, but I don't want a good officer dying for one that might already be dead. Lieutenant Aaron is young, but he's one of the best lieutenants we have. The captain? Let's just say, sharp, aren't you? When the assignment came down for us to be an honor guard for the Green Lady, Captain Culleralda pulled as many strings as she could to get command. Recognition is everything to her. Fighting isn't.
Hello. Greetings.
Is it true you
Greetings.
saved those priceless
Let's not
relics
have
from the
any
worm
trouble.
cultists in Rule and Yule's Fall? What a brave gesture.
So much to do, so little time. I'll do whatever the lieutenant says, so long as Velen Harbor is saved.
It's been a long time since I've handled a weapon.
What do you want? I never thought we'd have to take up arms ourselves to protect Velen Harbor, but the city's worth it.
Good, you made it. Thank you for rallying these brave men and women. We stand a chance now. She does. I'm surprised. The sergeant's one of the hardest fighters I know. We can't let up. The captain either died fighting or she needs our help. Either way, we have to push on. Until I know for certain, it's my duty to attempt a rescue. Captain Culleralda and her men were on the docks when the Regatta landed. She might have gotten safely into the lighthouse, but I don't know. We need to alert the rest of the broken coast. I want to send a runner to Deepwoods, just in case we can't take back the harbor. I'll keep pushing forward on the slim chance the captain's alive, but I've an idea that needs your help. The Droblog hold the landward gate out of Velen Harbor. I need you to clear the way for the runner. When the road's clear, blow this signal horn, and one of our sprinters will take word to Deepwoods. The rest of the militia and I will stop the Droblog from burning this area to the ground. I'll make one of the buildings atop the hill into a makeshift headquarters. When the runner clears the gate, meet us up there.
I've little time for talk.
Just when things were going so well, all this had to happen. What? Who do you think... Oh, you want to help me? How generous of you. I actually could use help. I'm a traveler, you see. I was touring the residential district when the Droblog attacked. I would, but I lost very specialized tools. I fear the Droblog took them, or hid them among these burnt-out ruins. Can you retrieve them for me? I'll make my way toward the docks. I could meet you in the warehouse district there. I appreciate your help, but let's be clear. I'll pay you to recover my property, not to ask questions. Ah, but curiosity kills the Khajiit, and it kills other people too. But seriously, my tools aren't anything remarkable. I'm just a very private person. Can't you just trust me?
I'm off to Deepwoods. Wish me luck.
Hello there.
What is it?
I can't believe we got this far, only to have this happen.
It isn't enough to drive the Droblog back to the forest. We have to kill them all.
The Droblog have taken too much from us. We have to start taking from them.
I arrived too late. By the time the latest recruits and I got here, the lieutenant was already on the ground. I saw the bastard that did this to him. Oh yes, I saw him.
The militia? Are they all right? I tried to lead them, but the Droblog... I couldn't wait for them. Ran ahead. Too far ahead. Impatience. My curse. The captain, if she's alive... Sergeant Linaria is in charge. She's got to save Velen Harbor. Now...
They'll pay for this. Oh yes, they'll pay. Lieutenant Aaron's gone. Damn idealistic bastard. I tried to protect him, but he wouldn't let me. Look, we've got to do what he asked. We must free Velen Harbor. But do something for me first. Kill the bastard that killed him. Chief Mockhug, the leader of the Droblog. I didn't realize what he'd done until I got in here, when it was too late. Much as I want that bastard's blood on my sword, I can't. I told the lieutenant I'd protect the civilians. I'll start moving the militia toward the warehouse district. Meet me at the bridge when Chief Mockhug is dead. Once you kill the Droblog's leader, I hope those orcs lose interest in the town. Curse it. Lieutenant Aaron was a good leader, and dedicated to the Dominion, if a bit hot-tempered. I'll do my best to keep things together, but it'll be hard without him. Tired, angry, sad. I want to kill every Droblog and Redguard in Velen Harbor. Lieutenant Aaron was 10 times the leader the captain was. He didn't deserve to die. You know, I bet the Droblog are only in this for pay. They'll quit when they see we aren't easy marks. Then we'll fight until they leave, or help arrives. The Queen will send an army to protect the Sylvanar and Green Lady once she hears what's happened in Velen Harbor. So I fight, and I'll keep fighting, no matter what. I don't feel the same way about the captain as the lieutenant did. Captain Coloraldo was always a bit of a martinet, which isn't bad in and of itself, but I never thought she has what it takes to lead troops into battle. Nothing. Everything. I don't know. It's just a feeling I have. Despite what the lieutenant said, I think the regatta landed very easily. We should have had some warning. Anyway, nothing we can do about it now. I've sent word to the militia to gather here. Once they're together, we'll head toward the warehouse district. Meet me at the bridge after you've killed the Droblog chief. Once you kill the Droblog's leader, I hope those orcs lose interest. Then we'll fight until they leave, or help arrives. The Queen will send an army to protect the Sylvanar and Green Lady once she hears what's happened in Velen Harbor. So I fight.
What do you want now?
I hope you've had as much luck as we have. Is the Droblug's leader dead? Good. I've had a bit of luck myself. I sent our militia toward the dock. They're waiting for me so we can attack the invaders. No, we need a distraction so I can get the militia into position. The invaders are unloading supplies. Setting them on fire should be plenty distracting. The supplies, I mean. Burning's too good for the invaders. That is beyond me. If I have to guess, I'd say this isn't some minor piracy, but the spearhead of an invasion. But I'm no officer. I fight for a living. Anyway, burn the supplies, and that'll get their attention. Ready? My team will hit them from behind. By the time you're done burning their supplies, they'll be split up and scattered. We'll hit them on the docks while you attack from the warehouse side. We'll exterminate them like the vermin they are. You in? The warehouses contain Velen Harbor's food supply. While I'd rather burn it than give it to the invaders, things aren't that desperate. Let's keep the destruction to a minimum. We still have a chance to take the town back. I'll order the militia to strike when we see enough smoke. If we can catch them by surprise, we'll drive the invaders toward the lighthouse. If not, well, it was an honor.
You made it, and in one piece, too. I thought my leg was going to give out crossing the water. But enough of that. Did you locate my things? Excellent. To be honest, I wasn't certain you could pull it off. Give them to me now. No, I won't. I'd rather... Oh, Bondar's ears, you've already seen them. I take care of problems, much like you. I came to Velen Harbor to eliminate a smuggler and a slaver, and I did my job. Unfortunately, the invasion hindered my escape. Yes, I did. And I guess you've killed a few people in your time, too. You may not approve of what I do, but we're on the same side right now. And I can help you do more damage to Velen Harbor's invaders if you return my tools. Many thanks. It might surprise you to know that the people who hired me aren't friends of Velen Harbor. Even worse, they didn't pay me. Ilwan at Nazim and Danza are lieutenants, leaders of the Regatta invasion force. They all worked with my target and didn't want their captain to find out. They hired me to kill him, then tried to have me killed. I'd kill them myself, but my wound... Actually, no. Killing just one of them would send the right message to the survivor. It's not smart to eliminate potential employers even when they're enemies.
Hello.
You did it. The militia gave a good account of themselves. We managed to trap the regatta captain in the lighthouse. I'll leave you the honor of gutting him. I'll keep the militia fighting. We'll keep the rest of the regatta off your back while you deal with their leader. Once he's dead, they'll break. I'm sure of it. We've come so far. We'll win this yet.
Hail!
You've done it! By the gods, the lieutenant would be proud. We've killed or rounded up most of the regatta invaders. The militia won't have a problem with them anymore. Yes, we did. The Drublog fled the town as soon as they learned you'd killed their leader. We defeated the remaining regatta, other than a few holed up on their ship. We'll take care of them later. In the meantime, we made an interesting discovery. Captain Kulleralda, leader of Velen Harbor's Fists of Thalmor, the honor guard for the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, was found hiding beneath the docks, without a scratch on her. Still in her hidey hole. I put some guards on her, in case she tries to disappear. Or the civilians try to lynch her. She has an interesting tale to tell. You should hear it. Victory heals wounds as well as laughter does, and I've had a touch of both today. Of course, there's grim work ahead of us, cleaning up after the invaders. But at least the city's ours again. You should. You'll see what the lieutenant and I had to deal with. I'm heading back toward the center of town to make certain everything's secure. I'll meet you in the warehouse district.
I can't promise I'll remember any of this.
We cornered a few of the regatta and their pet woodocks on the ship. They can't leave the harbor, but no one wants to go in and clear them out yet.
A toast to Ricky.
This is outrageous. I am a captain of the Fists of Thalmor. By what authority does a mere sergeant keep me detained? When my superiors hear what happened this day, Sergeant Lenarie will be court-martialed. We were inspecting ships when a sentry cried out, "Sail ho!" or something equally meaningless. It didn't make any sense. After all, we expected a ship. I told the men to stay at attention. And look like fools in front of the Green Lady? Of course I didn't sound the alarm. When the enemy attacked, I immediately saw we'd be overwhelmed. I organized a retreat and hid until reinforcements arrived. How dare you? I did what I had to do to save my command. The lieutenant's sacrifice was unfortunate. If he'd waited, I'm sure the raiders would have taken what they could and left Velen Harbor more or less intact. He died for nothing.
Need help over here?
Care to join me?
Valenwood still exists because you defeated the Veiled Heritance. I honor you.
Velen Harbor is a beautiful city. We'll restore it to its glory. I'm certain of it.
The captain's men are as disgusted with her as I am. With the townsfolk willing to testify against her, the Fists of Thalmor will have no choice but to cashier her. She'll be locked up until we receive word from Elden Root. My job? We were sent here to escort the Green Lady, but the town's defenses will need a bit of work first. I'm sure
Velen Harbor isn't the only place in danger.
Hello there.
Greetings. Hello there.
Set me loose!
Just like always, my partners will talk while I work.
Help me, please!
Well, you made short work of that little task. My vengeance is complete. I thank you, and I owe you a debt. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime. Maybe I will, but don't be too insistent about that. Keep your curiosity to yourself. Better to stay silent and be thought a fool than to speak carelessly and have your throat cut.
The fish aren't biting. I think all the excitement has them worried. Guess I'll need some new bait.
Greetings.
The sergeant said Velen Harbor would have fallen without you. Honored to meet you. I'm the Green Lady. The new one. I could use your help. The Droblog clan usually side with my people in times of war. We need to learn what changed. I'm going to Drabul, the Wood Orcs' nearest settlement. If the Sylvanar arrives, I'll send him on ahead. When you can, I'd appreciate your help in Drabul. You have a spear in this pig too, since you fought the Droblog here. To be blunt, you couldn't keep up. Don't be offended. I can travel through the forest at great speed. I'll perform a few emissarial duties here, and still beat you to Drabul. Belen Harbor's been preparing for my wedding, so I have to take the time to meet with the locals. Don't worry, I'll still beat you to Drabul. He'll be as safe as his entourage can make him. Don't worry. I may embody the physical prowess of the Wood Elves, but the Sylvanar has all our spiritual strength. That's why our union is so important to my people. The Bosmer were once carefree, untroubled by things beyond Valenwood. With changing times, we also changed. The Sylvanar holds the spiritual essence of the Bosmer, and the Green Lady holds the physical aspects. Each generation, we renew our vows. My name is Gwaring, and I've only recently become the Green Lady. The former Green Lady, my Aunt Fenoriel, died while traveling on behalf of the Dominion's Queen. At her death, my destiny was revealed, and I began the necessary rituals. Too many, if you want to know the truth. Still, it's important for the Bosmer to see the Sylvanar and Green Lady married. It keeps us stable. I'm proud of my heritage, and have renounced my worldly obligations in order to become the Green Lady.
Greetings.
So much to do.
We're trying to get some help for you.
What?
We have a lot of work to do. The Drublog destroyed almost everything.
Keeping myself busy here.
These are dangerous times to walk the roads alone, but one must make a living.
Come on over. These elves won't loot the... Don't worry. I didn't kill them all. Plenty more up in the ruins if you're interested in lending a hand. Seems these sea vipers want the sphere for themselves. We use the sphere of storms to control the weather and defend our shores. Crushed a few of the sea vipers' ships before they managed to land. Now we're waiting on reinforcements. Hope they get here in time to do some good. Dead or hiding. Doesn't matter. I need to stop the sea vipers from breaching the ruins until the Talmor reinforcements arrive. They have a sky key in their camp. It'll let them walk right into the ruins, unless you get it first. Interested? Search the tents around the ruins. Let's meet at the ruins entry, straight back from the stone steps. It's an Aleid ruin. The Storm Wardens use it as a sanctuary for the Sphere of Storms. Might I say this isn't the best time to be chatting away. The sea vipers aren't going to wait on us before getting to the sphere. They're Bosmer who've sworn to protect the sphere. Some say they learned how to use the sphere from the Aleids themselves. They use the sphere to defend the coast, tend the forest, stuff like that. Sort of like monks who control lightning. Me, I'm just a soldier. I keep the area secure for the Storm Wardens, usually. I left for a bit and came back to see the sea vipers tramping over the ruins. Been a while since I've had some exercise. I arranged my warmest welcome for our invaders. Over here. Behind the roots and corpses. Lucky shot from one of those sea vipers. Looks like I'll have to postpone those dancing lessons. Did you find the sky key? At least someone else has had some luck. Take the key inside and find the Storm Wardens. With this last sky key in their possession, they'll be as safe as torch bugs in amber. Ah, this little gut wound. I've had worse. Once an enraged Horvor. But really, this isn't the time for stories. We'll swap adventures when you come back, eh? Sea vipers. So get ready for some action. The Storm Wardens probably sealed themselves off by now. It's going to be a real puzzle to get in there. It's the first line of defense for the Storm Wardens. Look for the constellation tiles. Activate the Tower, Shadow, Lover, and Thief tiles in that order. If you forget, I'm sure you can figure it out by looking around the ruins. I can't be sure, but I suspect Fyrus is behind this. He was a Storm Warden, but left in a huff about a week ago. I think he was upset about how the others were using the sphere. Rather, how they weren't using it.
I apologize about the mess. Normally we keep this place quite clean. The sea vipers insist on bleeding all over our floors. Awfully rude behavior for guests.
We've held the sea vipers back so far, and we'll carpet the floor in dead Maomar before we let them pass. If you wish to help us protect the sphere, speak to Kernion. I'd welcome another sword to the cause. My apologies, stranger, but make sure to stay out of the line of fire. I can't let Danir and Tharel get too far ahead of me in their count before we run out of invaders to kill.
I'm not even supposed to be here yet. I'm just an apprentice. I only arrived last week. Storm Wardens swear to die for duty. I just didn't expect to do it so soon.
Don't worry about me. A lucky hit from one of the Sea Viper archers. He suffered far worse in the exchange. I'll be up in a few minutes. Just need to catch my breath. You don't look like one of those tree-cutter Sea Vipers. I'll assume that means you can be trusted. Is Mariel safe? Is help coming? At last, some good news. Zen willing, Fierce will pay for his treachery. But we have more pressing concerns at the moment. The enemy is at our gate, and knocking most vigorously. The sphere is waning. If it isn't recharged soon, our defenses will fall. We have a source of power available in the Storm Atronachs. Their thunderstones should be enough to maintain the sphere. We'll be in your debt if you could obtain some. Through the door and down the hall. They gather throughout the ruins when the sphere is active. Once you have the thunderstones, look for 2 receptacles in the Great Hall. That's where we drain power into the Sphere of Storms. Run. We'll use the extra power to seal these ruins completely. If you don't get out quickly, you'll be stuck with us until the invasion is over. Tell Mariel we'll send for her when the doors reopen.
Another fool going to an early grave. You dare address me, insolent dog? Those who call themselves Storm Wardens are hardly fit for the title. They can barely control the storms, much less dispatch intruders from our sacred grounds. Such an impertinent question. I suppose there's nothing for it. I am Master of Elias, and once the Storm Wardens. Without me, this place is a shadow of its former glory. Invaders would have never crossed this threshold under my command. Help. If you're lucky, I won't kill them myself. They've severely taxed the sphere so much, I was forced to wake. And now I am forced to defend what they cannot. You dare raise your voice, slave? But you speak the truth. That is how history will remember me if I do nothing. I can't lend my sword, but I'll shield you from others who've awoken. May the storm see you unbroken. For a savage, you show promise. Just a bit, mind you. Perhaps one more act will earn you my respect. The traitor Pyrrhus, he must die. I will not suffer betrayal in my order. Insubordination deserves death. Letting the enemy into our fortress has called the fury of the storm.
I take all... Move now! I'll use the spear to destroy our enemies! Die with the rest of the Storm Wardens!
Seems you're worth something after all. Perhaps once the wards are unsealed, they'll consider you a Storm Warden recruit. Why, the ones your fellows are sealing, now that the spear has sufficient power. Pyrrhus is dead, so they can close all escapes without worry. You, on the other hand, should worry about your own escape. If you go up the stairs, an army awaits. Dangerous. But it'd be entertaining to see you fight your way through the Sea Vipers. There's another way, if you're interested. Only for a friend of the Storm Wardens. There's a hidden sally port beneath a stone table just around the corner. Give it a good shove, and you'll find yourself outside the lower level. It's the last exit to seal, but don't dally, or let those Marmor cretins see you.
I won't take this lying down.
Magdi was once a great cinch tamer, but now I have no cinch. There is nothing left.
Those Regatta brigands think they can take anything they want? Well, we'll show them how wrong they are. As soon as Magdi finds a spine again. Gods, I wish she wasn't the only one left. Just your run-of-the-mill pirate infestation. The Steel Shrikes, they call themselves. We made landfall for our show, and they attacked. Can you believe it? And now most of my boys are missing. Those Shrikes don't eat elves, do they? Heard him screaming near the forge. Think it was the monkey, but could have been the bearded lady. Look, if you're heading in, we could use help. I'd hate to have to leave all my performers behind. Have you dealt with the Steel Shrikes before? They're a nasty bunch of Redguards from Covenant lands. All about war, conquest, and glory, and the rest of that rubbish. A complete nuisance on a good day. But today's looking worse and worse. You're looking at the Dancing Scrib, greatest acting troupe this side of elsewhere. At least we were, until we got a bit broken up. Oh, you'll just have to help us to find out, won't you?
Back already? How are the other Storm Wardens? I can hardly wait to give those sea vipers a good thrashing. Well, they'll be stuck in there for Ifra knows how long. At least the sphere's safe from the sea vipers. The Storm Wardens won't forget your help. May the storm travel before you, as they say.
Don't believe the rumors. Prince Naaman died
Greetings.
protecting the Queen in the orrery.
Hello there.
Hello.
You've done well. Now that the sphere is safe, we can mop up what remains of these dungy sea vipers. At Talmor, thank you for your assistance.
Circle around!
You're not another one of those ruffians, are you? Don't you dare lay a hand on me, or you'll get a good wallop!
You're no Steel Strike. At least you don't look it. Did you get caught in their raid too?
If only I could see Zainat-Ri one more time. But the Ragada monsters probably skinned and ate him by now.
Looks like everyone's mostly in one piece. Only one we're missing is Sal, of course. I bet he's hiding in one of those buildings. We've got to move before the Shrikes regroup and attack. Maybe we'll go with Venando's plan after all. Sal's a master escapist, with the proper theater. What's more theatrical than a little smoke and flame? Venando wants to smoke out any Shrikes barricade in these buildings. Maybe he just wants to set the whole place ablaze. Either works. No, but it's all I've got right now. And I think you can manage Venando's enthusiasm. Take this oil. You'll need it to make the smoke. If Sal's nearby, he'll know we've come for him, and he can make a dramatic entrance. Then the dancing scrib performers sail into the sunset aboard our ship. It wouldn't be the first time we've had to take an unscheduled bow. Come see us off at the docks after you burn down the town. Watch that torch! I don't want to see our friend here with any new burn marks. You hear me, Venando?
I love setting things on fire.
I knew Ella would find someone to help us. But even with our lives saved, what about our livelihood?
I'll cut you down where you stand.
Sal?
What's the
Where
meaning
are
of
you?
this curse?
I love setting things on.
If the others were unharmed, maybe there is hope for my sweet Zainat-Ri.
I don't know why we're still here. Elendor is the boss, so we wait on her orders. I could use a strong drink right about now.
Doesn't look like we'll be using our old ship. Those brigands founded her. I hope you cut a few of those shrikes down while you were looking for Sal. Lucky for him, we know where Salgair is now. Seems all that smoke got his attention and he started screaming his head off. What's less clear is how to reach him. Take a look across the water. Salgair's up on that outcropping, about a stone's throw from here. Problem is, the whole place is crawling with steel shrikes. You're the only one who stands a chance of getting him out of there.
Ifray, Zen, Oriel, I beg for mercy, I repent! You're not one of those steel shrikes, are you? Can you understand me? Oh, sweet Ella, I knew she wouldn't forget about me. Get me out of these binds, quickly. If I know her, she'll be halfway to the next village before I catch up. What? That ship was our home! All of our props and supplies are in the shrike's hands now. It'll be tough going for a while, no doubt about that. I've got a plan, but I'll need your help. I suppose the shrikes thought it funny to truss up a master of escape. Seems I'll have to practice with the rope a bit more. We can't just let them get away with this. Luckily for everyone, I have a plan. Getting us back on the road, of course. A performer always lands on his feet. Well, usually. First act will require our cinch. I saw those ruffians tormenting the poor thing on the beach. If you free him, I'm almost positive he won't maul you. Well, he's been tied up a while. I'm sure you'll be fine. Mostly. We'll show those brigands what it means to toy with a dancing scrib. Their ship will soon be ours.
Not a moment too soon.
Yes!
No man can resist my charms. It's good to know I've still got it.
Snehild's charms claim another fool. I don't know how she does it. Well, now that you're here, we can get on to the next part of Sal's plan. Simple. You get into the Shrike camp and find the key to their ship's hold. I've even got a volunteer to give you a disguise. Meet us at the edge of the dock. Sal's got another harebrained plan to sneak us all aboard. Don't forget your disguise. Get what you need from this one and find that key. Look for the captain's tent, the biggest one in there.
Where have you gone, bastard of Sep? You can't hide forever.
Saul said you found Zainat Ri. I hope he comes back soon.
Don't get yourself killed now.
Well, we've had a bit of luck. Cumberland was sniffing around and found some of our props. If we can get the rest back, we won't have to skip our next show. Seems the Shrikes shoved them into random crates in the warehouse. Cumberland can sniff them all out. You've met him. He's our monkey. Easy. Give him a cue and he'll do the rest. Just let him take the lead. We'll hide ourselves on the ship and leave the hold unlocked for you. You both meet us aboard later. This'll be easy. Pirates know something's up. Won't be long before they start looking for us. I think the captain's on the other side of the ship. If we can take her out, the rest will probably give up. I hope. I've got them all tucked away, waiting for my signal. You got those supplies from the warehouse, right? I think I can use them right about now. Excellent. All right, this'll do wonderfully. You go on ahead, and I'll see if I can get our Zainat Ri to show his face.
Zainat Ri didn't like how the Ragada treated him, but at least he's in one piece. Thank you for saving him. I don't know what I'd do without him.
I found some new dresses amongst the Ragada's possessions. Hope some of them fit me.
Don't get yourself killed now.
We'll open up the portals from here and let the rest jump ship. No use keeping extra passengers. Quite a ride we've had. I thank our stars that you came along to help. We've got some preparations to make. Maybe we'll toss a few barrels of kindle pitch into the camp before we set off. A parting gift of sorts. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Maybe even when we have a show to perform. I heard South Point's been quiet lately. Maybe we'll drop in and liven things up a bit. Next show's free for you, though. We'll remember your face, don't worry.
The room is spinning.
Unbelievable. A spy in the Talmor's midst. It's a good thing you're there.